What?
So hey guys, it's Matt and Laura here. We are doing a day of geocaching and we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing something called an adventure lab. So we've come out to Guildford. It is a little bit windy. The train's gonna go past, so it's gonna get a little bit noisy. So we're doing a adventure lab called the Local Heroes Legends of the ANZAC, which is kind of perfect considering ANZAC Day is coming up pretty close. Someone's written, having grown up in Western Australia, I've always been interested in the stories behind the people listed in the suburban war memorials. These ordinary people who have stood up and encountered in extraordinary times and made the ultimate sacrifice. The series is roughly 10 kilometers in length, encompasses a small number of memorials, large and small, old and new. Are you imitating the bird?
Can't wait for the train to go past.
Oh, okay. Yes, there you go. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. So we're actually sitting in front of the war memorial here. We are at Stirling Square. See details. So surrounded by the beautiful old buildings that are remains of the Guildford Town Centre, Stirling Square contains a memorial that is framed by the silent guns. Let's give this one a crack. What is the last word of the palm on the plaque? On the plaque. That's not referring to that thing over there, is it? Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the memorial.
Where did it say to go?
Well, it's saying to start here, but I remember over here, babe, because there was a plaque on the memorial here. Here. So we recognise the achievements of our men and women serving in peacekeeping activities around the world since 1947 in preventing escalation of the conflicts, keeping peace and enabling other countries to settle in their own affairs. How excellent is it when, as family, we live together in unity. Woohoo! It was correct. Well done. Don't forget that Alfred's Burgers is just on the other side of the raffle racks. That was the first one complete. It is really noisy in this area because unfortunately we're right underneath a flight path and the train line being right there. So let's go to the next one and hopefully it'll be a lot quieter.
I'm supposed to say Guildford is the noisiest town in WA.
It's not that noisy, but it is beautiful. We just went out for breakfast, had a beautiful coffee. Oh, little magpie, little shrimpy boy magpie. Yeah, so we just had breakfast in the gardens and I had beautiful pancakes. Matt had he pretty much had a snack pack or a meat box in a bowl, and then we had coffees. Okay, let's head on to the next one. Will you move your hand?
You said move my hand. I did.
Show me. We've made it out to Bassendean here and we're at the next location. It's still a very windy day, guys. I'm really sorry about that one. So this one reads, located in a park behind the Shire, this memorial is the newest of the series. The memorial wall has spaces that I hope will never be needed. And I think they're referring to that one there. So the question is, what is written on all three plaques in the ground around the memorial? So is it all the same, is it? Yeah. Oh, so I think the dates must be referring to the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously the answer is to commemorate. Woohoo! The Old Perth Road is nearby and is one of the oldest villages in Perth. I can hear you. This is the one where they have all the extra plaques, which obviously they're stating they hope that they never need to use. And when we rocked up, Matt actually pointed out this looks very much like the Whispering Wall in Kings Park. And we're going to check out and see if it actually works. So in Kings Park they have two walls that are in a semicircle shape. If you whisper into one side, like so, whisper, Maddie. So like if you whisper the sound here will travel around and then the person on the other side should be able to hear. So let's see.
Yeah, what's in the dishwasher?
So you did hear me. I said purple wash your dishwasher. It's like an old thing from Chinese Whispers.
Purple monkey dishwasher, it is, you idiot. Wow.
I didn't hear nothing.
Well, it's not very good whispering wall, is it?
No, I didn't hear it. Maybe it's not as good as the one at Kings Park. What did you say to me? It's actually quite interesting reading the plaques with all the years of all the different wars that people have been fighting for far too long, and it's actually really sad when you even see things that wars that are still happening right now. And like, I know we are making a little bit of fun out of doing this Geocaching Adventure Lab, and it is a way to like learn about our different memorials that we have here in Perth. In a way, it is a way to make it a little bit fun, and just, I don't want anything to take things the wrong way. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of the fact that people are in war, but I feel like this is a good way to learn and make it a little bit fun, because unfortunately I feel like you do need to find light in the dark, if you kind of get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to take words out of Dumbledore's mouth here, but unfortunately these things are still happening. It is really sad, and I feel like this is just a really good way to reflect on the peace that we have currently in our life, when unfortunately so many others do not. But we're on to the next one. Okay, so we've made it up to Bayswater. We're at the next location now. Let me pull out my Adventure Lab app on my phone and see what the next clue is. The Rose Garden in Bayswater was very popular around Mother's Day. Set in Halliday Park, which includes a lacrosse field and is one of the best known features in the area. I'm under a very beautiful tree right now, and check out that one there. I need to go check that one out in a second. But let's work out what the clue is. So it says, in whose memory did the residents of Bayswater erect the memorial? In 2 words. You got the answer. Well, I need to go have a look. What was the question again? In whose memory did the residents of Bayswater erect the memorial? So I wonder, it says erected by the residents of Bayswater in memory of her sons who fell in the Great War. So I'm going to guess the clue is her sons. Complete. Woohoo! So Matt just said to me that he wants to put a flagpole in our yard at home, and I've said yes, but I'll see if Matt knows this. Did you know that if you write into your shire as an Australian resident, you are entitled to an Australian flag, a copy of the Bible, and also I think it's a picture of the current monarchs, which would actually be King Charles at the time. We should have done it a while ago when it was Queen Elizabeth, but oh well. So obviously we're at the wrong time of the year and there's not very many roses here at the moment, but I need to go check out that tree. How cool is this? Just check out the shape of this. It kind of looks like a little hat. Or a gigantic toadstool. Okay, so while we're here, before we go to the next location, I did have a look on the map and it does say that there is a geocache over there. So for those who don't know, geocaching is actually just a worldwide treasure hunting game where we don't necessarily need to learn about things. There are physical things as well. So hopefully it is there. We may find a micro. Some geocaches are really small. Some of them are quite big, but this one might be a little bit tricky, especially being in an urban location. Okay, so the clues are actually bringing me over to this building here, and the clue says underneath. I think this might be like one of those sports pavilions, and it just says I'm looking for a magnetic mint tin. Does that mean underneath the roof? If so, I hope not, because I'm not tall enough for that. We may have been on the wrong side of the building. Underneath the stairs maybe?
I don't see anything.
Not seeing anything? What about underneath that?
Can't see.
I can't see. There's something there.
What is it?
Right here, go in the corner. Yeah.
I found it.
Woohoo. Okay, show me. So it's an old Eclipse mint tin
Being painted.
with a little magnet. And inside, can't get it stuck. Which is why we always bring a pen. I dropped it. So anytime we find a physical geocache, you need to sign it and then put it back for the next person to find. That one's actually pretty tricky because this one is right in front of a parking lot and to a train station, and I think a lot of people would come past here every day and never know that it's even there. So we're now in Bedford and this is Remembrance Park. Okay, so the question for this one is, what is the name of the park? And this one is pretty easy because the answer is right here. Remembrance Park. So we've made it to the last one of the series here, and we're over here in Mount Lawley at the Queen's Reserve. And let's see, it's a beautiful memorial and is one of Perth's premier locations. Mount Lawley has some of the best Art Deco buildings here in WA. Okay, we knew that. Okay, the question: what are the missing words on the plaques on the nearby trees? The RSL how do you say that word? Bicentennial tree. So the answer is ANZAC. The tree was planted by the Mount Lawley Inglewood RSL sub-branch on ANZAC Day in Australia's bicentennial year, and is dedicated to the memory of all those men and women who have helped various ways to develop this great country over the past 200 years. Now, for those that don't know, ANZAC stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps. Submit. Woohoo! I completed this adventure. The local heroes, the local legends. That was the end of our Adventure Lab series here for ANZAC War Memorials here around Perth. This was the first type of Adventure Lab that I've tried, and I think I'll give this one a go another time and hopefully find a very interesting other series where I could learn about places around Perth as well. Hope you come, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.